I wanted to ask you, remember that story you once told me about the Indian king and then the tribe of people, but I don't remember the name of the people that they wanted to live in the same place. So they came with the king, and the king gave them the glass of milk, and he was like, "We can't
Yeah,
have any more milk." What was the story?
uh, Parsi people, Zoroastrian, they
Yes, yes.
associate with the Zoroastrian religion. Yeah.
And they arrived where?
Yeah, so because they were being persecuted in the older times, maybe some 2000 years back, uh, in Iran, at that point of time, I don't know what they used to call it. So
Around
they
that area.
came from, yeah, yeah. So they came from there in India, in Gujarat, and they met this king, and they said that we want a place in your region because we are being persecuted over there and we won't be any problem to you guys. So king said that, you know what, your culture is different, our culture is different, so I really don't think so that you're going to gel with our people. They're going to be some kind of a problem in the future, so why not you stay over here for some time and then you leave. So uh, one of the leader of this group came to the king with a glass of milk, and he said that the and he came up with a little bit of sugar as well, and he mixed that sugar in the milk, and he said that the way the sugar has been mixed in the milk, we are gonna be mixed in your people, that you won't find any difference between them and us, and we will make your tribe more sweeter, more prosper, like sugar does to the milk. And King was really impressed with all of this, and the king came up with some of the conditions. One of the condition was that you need to learn the local language, you
Mhm.
need to respect the local traditions, and your women need to wear the local women dress, because at that point of time, women used to, that can be a little bit of problem. That woman wears a different
Like we don't
thing.
agree with that.
Yeah. So that's the thing. So they said that, yeah, fine. So if you see the older pictures of these people, you will find that women wear sari like 100 years or 100, whenever, whatever the older picture is. All right.
Mhm.
So these women are wearing saris, and the men are wearing their own, special kind of suits. So yeah, that's the
Mhm.
thing.
Nice. Very good,
Yeah.
very good. Do you still wear like your traditional clothes? I know women, I mean, I've seen women still wear like saris and stuff, but do you still wear yours? Like if you go to a party?
I mean, if I'm going to a marriage,
Mhm.
if I'm going to a wedding, so yeah, sometimes I do. But most of the time, I feel I'm not that kind of a, guy who take care of myself or something like that. So
Uh-huh.
I'm just like, yeah, come on, let's go. Whatever I'm wearing, yeah.
You're like, this is fine. This looks fine.
I can go in my jumper. It's all right.
Oh my goodness. So funny. How's the weather now? Is it like hot or it's changing? Is it cold?
It is getting hotter, but still a little bit cold. Oh, recently I visited with my family in a religious place called Ujjain. It is in central, a little bit center of India, and
Mhm.
mm, there there was hot. There was
Yeah.
already summer. There's summer already.
Oh,
So yeah,
so
and
nice.
there was this temple I visited, which is a really famous temple, and there was a lot of crowd. A lot of crowd. Oh my God. There was a condition of stampede. I felt like, and I was like, damn, why?
Oh my goodness. I've always wanted to see that. You know the movie? Yes, of course you know it. I forgot the name. Rabne Di Jodi, the
Yeah,
temple that they show in
yeah.
Restart, right?
This Golden Temple.
Okay. I would love to see the temple, and I always wonder how do they get all the people out to shoot the scenes?
I mean, they sometimes get this kind of a permission. Yeah,
Hmm.
so yeah, it's all right. And yeah, they can do that. They can do that. For example, people shoot at Taj Mahal, and Taj Mahal is one of the most visited site in the world. All right.
Yeah,
So yeah, they can get special permission for that.
that's so nice. There is this movie that they do have some shootings at Taj Mahal, I think. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know the name of the movie, but it has like a really good soundtrack. It's
Yeah.
with Amitabh Bachchan and his son and pretty Cinta, like they fall in
Oh
love.
yeah. Oh, movie was quite bad, but yeah, soundtrack was
But
good.
the songs were good. That's what I read. That the movie was bad, the
Yeah.
plot in general was bad, but the songs are
Jhoom
so
Barabar
good.
Jhoom.
Yes,
Jhoom Barabar
that's
Jhoom.
the one.
Yeah.
That's
It
the
came
one.
in
That's the
some
one.
2007, 2008, maybe 2006.
But why
Yeah.
was it bad? I've never seen the movie. All I've seen is the
Yeah.
songs, and I think they're really good. But why was the movie bad?
Oh my God, it was, I don't know, even I haven't watched it. I tried to watch it. I remember when I was a kid, I tried to watch it like, and it was just 5 minutes in the movie, and I was like, what is happening?
Oh, yeah. Then I don't know, but the songs are good. Definitely the songs are
Yeah,
very,
songs were
very good.
amazing. Songs were amazing. Yeah.
And I know that there is one song that they do at the Taj Mahal and at the train, and they're like
Yeah. I
running, and
remember the song. I remember the song. तारे ढूंढ लाओ चांदनी से रूठ के शर्मा गई जो आगोश में वो. They are showing in that song that there is this guy and there is this girl and he saw this girl and he's like he's fallen for her and then they get old and they die together in front of Taj
oh,
Mahal.
in
Oh,
front of the
this is in the song. This is like a small story there, although the movie is quite bad. Don't say, oh,
oh, you're like, don't think about it. I
yeah,
don't know, recently I've been I told you that I got this book for my son that talks about like different periods, and there is
yeah,
one where it like extensively talks about Indian. Well, no,
yeah.
there's a name. The Gupta Empire.
Oh, yeah, and Gupta Empire. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yep,
Hmm.
yep,
And
yep,
of
yep, yep.
course, it's got like this root and stuff. But you know, like I'm so upset because the book talks about everything. And you know what they don't talk about? Like Mexican civilization, you know, like nothing. Nothing. I'm like, really? They even talk about this like weird mythological creatures of like, oh, it's Alaska? No, not Alaska. I think what's that area that's very cold where the North
I mean,
Pole is?
Alaska,
No, there's like
far
another
north,
name,
Greenland.
like Greenland. You know, no one knows about that, and they talk about it. You know, and in all those pages, they couldn't mention my civilization. You know, so
I
upset.
tell you, Sabi, this is all propaganda.
I
This
think
is
so.
all white propaganda, you know.
I think so. I think so. I think so. Hey, what do you think about the you know the what is she? I don't know. She's in the government and I don't know what office she's holding or what position, but she's like super important. She's Indian, but she changed her name to sound more American. She barely has an accent and she's
Kamala
like, "Oh yeah,
Harris. Are you
no
talking
Kamala
about US
Harris.
or India?
No, I'm talking about the US. She's in like supporting Trump. Let me remember her name.
Nikki Haley.
Yes, what's her name? Nikila, right?
Nikki Haley. Oh, the
No,
real
her
name is
Indian
something
name.
like that.
Uh-huh.
Nikita, or something like that. Yeah.
What do you think about it? What do you think about like her and talking about like America and make it great and stuff having Indian
I
roots?
mean, yeah. I mean, the first thing it felt weird. I recently got to know that her real name is Nikita or something like that. And I was like,
Hmm.
why did she has to change her name? And then I realized that in 2006, 2007, when call centers were quite popular, that okay, Indian guys used to be in call
Mhm.
center, and if you have any problem in your computer, there is gonna be an
I
Indian.
know.
Hello, how
My
can
name
I
is
help you?
Raj.
And no, 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 there is this thing that earlier they used to give Indians an American name
Mhm.
or a Western name. That okay, maybe Raj or Rajesh, uh, American or some guy in Canada might not feel comfortable in pronouncing that name. Why not you change your name to John or Joseph,
Mhm.
something like this? All right. So it is like pandering to your customer. All right. So maybe that's the reason. Maybe Nikki Haley is pandering to their customer, to their voter, that okay, I'm not alien to you guys. I'm I'm within you guys. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm one of you. Yeah. So
Yeah,
maybe that's the reason. So if she, what is politics? It
I
is
know.
it is
Yeah.
it is a sales pitch, all right. It is a
Mhm.
sales
Mhm.
pitch. So
So true.
voters are your customer. So if she is doing it, then just remember that she is doing for a sales pitch.
Mm.
And yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing.
Oh, I'm so against that. I think you know by now that I am so against that. So when I saw it, I've seen her on TV, but I didn't really know who she was. And then something came up on the news, and it was like, yeah, she's like full Indian, full Indian. And I was like, how come? You know, they're like, oh, America this and America that.
Yeah, earlier there was like 3 to 4 years ago, there was this news when the election was happening that, oh, you know what, Nikki Haley is Indian. I was like, Nikki Haley sounds a very Western name. Maybe she's from South because in South there are a certain percentage of Christian people. So maybe
Um,
she might have, her parents might have migrated from South. But then I realized that, oh, she has changed her name. And I was like, what? Um,
mm-hmm,
the CEO of Google, I mean, we used to give this example. I'm going to talk about it later. That
mm-hmm.
there was a hero when we were kids. This lady who became first Indian of Indian CEO of an American company, Pepsi.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And she used to be our role model. And there used
A
to be
woman? Okay,
magazines and
very nice. Uh-huh.
women. And it's not women and Indian. And I was
And
like,
Indian
we
both.
used to be, yeah, we used to be really, inspired by her. That, oh my God, how can she do this? Oh my God, this is so amazing. Yeah,
Wow. I'm impressed. I mean, I think it's nice that you have lots of positions, that are open, and now you're able to aspire to a better position. But I don't agree with forgetting like who you are. I don't know.
yeah.
And as you said,
This
politics is a dirty business. Hmm.
Yeah, and another example is Vivek Ramaswamy, who was also leading, who was also running for the elections. I don't agree with him. I know he's a great actor, but he's showing his Indian roots. He's talking in Tamil and everything. So he was like, you know what? If you are a salesman, I'm gonna vote for you.